Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight.
Today, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 59.
Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started.
And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now this throw caught left side.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that.
And the Dolphins need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off play action.
McCarthy. He gets it to Addison.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all of those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
No wasted time from Channing Tindall on that play. He got back there in a hurry and met him to stop him for a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
In motion left, Bateman. On 3rd down, they'll throw in McCarthy.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
To his throw, complete there to Smith.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5.
Tua going to throw.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
And that is wide to the left and no good, but there are multiple flags on the field. I think this drive is going to stay alive. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones,
77 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
This taken in at the goal line.
Pushing his way through.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action, now it's Tua. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Third down and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Going for it, here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
McCarthy off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On play action, now McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To the air again, McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-17. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Here's McCarthy.
Flush to his right.
That pass taken in by Addison.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
On play action, McCarthy.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Jonathan Grenard.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Dolphins are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Up the middle, Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. 2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This is caught by Waddle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them up.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Rolling to his right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.